Hey folks, I come to you today, definitely not under a rock, and we're definitely not in the woods, but we've had a lot of rain and ain't had much time to do no digging this past week or so. I thought I'd show some of the stuff I've got. I have to make several videos to get it all in because I've been collecting a long time, many moons. But this frame right here, I'm going to start with. This was found all in one overhang. By a river. By my papa. A man they call Papa Crow. And, you know, things gets passed down. And my son, he's Little Crow, so that's why I changed the name of the channel. And I just wanted to say thanks to everybody that's paying attention to my nonsense or what have you. Some people might say it's nonsense or craziness, but I love it. It's near and dear to the history. People lived here and other places, and this collection, my collection stretches not just Kentucky. I mean, like this stuff here is from Oregon. You got Texas and Missouri on that big Hardin there that's like insane. Illinois, down Alabama, some more Illinois centerpiece of that case there. But now, these blunts here, we find them all the time, and they call them front end scrapers or whatever you want to call them. I just put one nice, kind of a big sandy in there for a centerpiece, but every one of these, I think there's 70 or 80 some I found over the years, I wore into nubs. I mean, little nubs. And I like them no matter what. I mean, they all take me back and make me wonder, These were so important to these people, and they traded them. They were more valuable than money. And the trade system, from what I can find out, traveled all over the United States. I mean, you find stuff here that's been tracked in from, well, I know north of here, a few hours in the edge of Ohio, they found stuff from Florida, Gulf Coast, all the way out in Oregon. But I mean, it's just crazy how valuable this stuff was, and I often wonder, how did they lose it, or did they lose it, or is these places that was meant a lot to them then, and they're about gone now. There's just remnants. But I just wanted to show some of this unique stuff that I think's unique anyway. Like this Clovis. This is a fluted, both sides. Found in Kentucky. It's Cornerstone. It don't look well, I can't tell what color it is, though. Of course, I'm colorblind, so I wouldn't know. But it's dark. It's the classic Cornerstone. But now, like this, Clovis right here, it's some kind of, I don't know, obsidian maybe or something. In that family, it's really glassy. And it's, it's fluted too. Both sides. You can see how glassy it is compared to that other one. But my main focus this time, I wanted to talk about these birdstones. From what I can find out, they were super magical, or, they, I don't know. I heard that they belonged to the medicine man, and they were on the end of his staff. He carried them like, I don't know if they used them, their staffs to cast spells or what have you, but, like this one, I found it, you can see these holes, and it's pretty rough. And he's banged up, but pretty good patina on him. But he was found way up north, the edge of Michigan. And then my aunt, my dad's sister, is from the Cincinnati area of Ohio. And this one here, that's where it came from. It's got the county, but I can't read it. I wrote it on there years ago. That sticker's 40 years old, it's on it. But it's some type of hard stone. I'm not sure. Sorry for the shake in the camera. I'm filming with an iPhone, so, I ain't no photographer. But again, I am super grateful. Look at the color in this from Texas. I mean, it's got like an eyeball on it. Super serrated point, Texas. And then you get over here to the Kentucky stuff, and it's not near what I find as flamboyant as the stuff from that direction, It's pretty. I love it all. It all means it's the same to me, but this is a really pretty hornstone pine tree. I found, I'm gonna say back in 92 maybe, 90. And then this is that green hardstone banner stone. And I'm gonna try to get the camera to focus on the inside, but you can see the striations. If I can get it right, I probably can't, but anyways, where they drilled through it, and it's kind of whopper jawed and a little off-sided, but when I found that, I mean, my heart left me, because I just, oh yeah, that's Alabama, and a Cahokia, a broke Cahokia, and that big old 4.5 inch harden, or whatever it is. It's lumpy, It's got some chunks stuck out of it there. But these birdstones, I love them, and I just wanted to share them with you all. And there's these, I've looked since the last time and read up some, and they say these are either game balls or cooking balls. And I found this little fossil, I can't remember what they're called, but it was in last time we was digging. I don't know if they broke those apart and used them as like beads, or I believe it might be a crow knit or something, maybe. I can't remember. But it was in with these little balls here. And And that big ball, I've had it a long time. You can see the patina on it. Some of this stuff, though, it's like this Oregon stuff, it's like insane beautiful. A Great Basin. I mean, the napping on that is like crazy. Little small flakes. But I want to say thanks to everybody that has watched my videos. I never thought they would go anywhere or do anything. And I am super grateful that last time I checked, I had like 1,500 views. And I said it like 25 views forever. And like 4 subscribers. And I think I have like 60 some subscribers now. Which is like just blowing me away. This Snyder was one that I found with my dad. He's passed away now, but I'm gonna get it out there and show you something cool about it. It's got these 4, looks like intentional marks on it, heat pops. Somebody said they were heat pops, but now it's pretty coincidental that they would be. There's a big white tip on it. But we was digging, and my dad, he never went, and he decided to go with me and my wife one day. We had been in there already a long time, and digging, finding brokes, tons of brokes. I mean, this is the glamour stuff. I have got literally bunches. Anyways, like I said there, my light died. Sorry, I'm not no professional YouTuber or nothing. I've just started trying to do this. I wanted people to see, mostly for friends and family that's away from here, don't get to see what I spend a lot of my time doing when I'm not working, and I work a lot. But anyways, that Snyder there, my dad, me and my wife dug and he came out there and he's like, started digging, hit a couple shovels, and he's like, I'm in a floor. I'm where somebody had a campfire. And I said, no, it's probably where they cook food. And he flipped that Snyder out, and when he passed, my mom passed it on to me and my son. But anyways, it's been raining so much here, we ain't had time or means to go hunting other than creek walking some. And we recently had a 1,000-year flood, and you'd think that it would have washed a bunch of stuff loose here, but I don't know if it buried it as it washed it out or what, but they say it was a 1,000-year flood. It was really horrible, and I've just not had no luck creek walking here for some time. But I run into a childhood friend, we grew up together, and his dad passed recently and left him 700 acres. Last weekend we got out, and you know how we do, we get out and we check around, look for spots, might find something. And his dad there, it left him a beautiful piece of property. It's untouched here in the hills of eastern Kentucky. It's up, 2,100 feet in elevation, 22. Big oaks, like 60-inch red oaks that's never been cut. And we got in there, he's wanting to show me all the shed rocks in there. And he took me to 16 different ones. And 2 of them, somebody had dug them pretty much out. Looked like, but we're gonna go back and do some digging there. Scratching around, because, I don't know how many he's got that's hidden on 700 acres, but. And then I recently met a guy and showed him my collection, and he said, well, I've got, I think he said, 3,000 acres maybe. You know, hold me to it, in Elliott County. He said I could creek walk and field hunt it. So the videos are going to come more and more. Hopefully I find more and more. It may just be videos of finding nothing, but I know I've kept these birchstones in frame, but it is the coolest stuff I've ever found. That one sparkles a little. I just saw it. Right there. There's some sparkling in the bottom there. It's kind of blowed out there in the front where they drilled him. Nicked in the back. Gouged right in here. All in all, incredible in my eyes. I mean, I wouldn't take nothing for him. He's acquired the family name of Spot. And this one, because he's got some, well, my wife said they're red, but I can't verify that. Again, I'm colorblind. But this one has been named Dot. So we got Spot and Dot coming at you here. And I mean, just to think that they sat down those eyes and pecked them out, because they pecked them. According to what I can find out, you know, they took and they sit there and pecked with a piece of flint, and then they'd take sand and water and sit and rub it and wet it and rub it and polish it and whatever this material is, it didn't polish up. It's like this one did. Now this one, it polished up pretty nice, but now on his eyes here, I don't know if I can get it to show up. Right there, you can see the striations in it where they didn't get it completely smooth and a little gouge. Same thing like on his body right in here, there's a dimple, a big old dimple. And like his neck under here is undercut pretty good. And the holes are like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna flip it pretty quick. Like, see how offset this hole and that hole is? So they're not perfect, but I mean, by all means, from what I can find out, you know, some of this stuff, like this Clovis and this Clovis here, you're looking at more than 10,000 years old. And this is like a Daltonish, Hempel, Colbert. I mean, I'm no professional. But these big sandies, they're 5,000 or 6,000 years old, probably more. I'm not sure. And then I've got some stuff like this piece right here. Let's see if I can get it in frame here. I don't know where it's at. This one. That thing, I don't even know what on earth it is. It don't even appear to be flint. But I know it's super old. And then some of these points up here, like, you know, that right there is kind of Daltonish. And this white one right here, you would think, but you can't showing up too well, but the way it's like a concave base triangle, sort of, and then that, I think, might be a Ford Ancient. Maybe. But this stuff spans over an incredible amount of time, and the birchstones, I mean, they're only like, they say from 800 to somewhere's near 2,000 years old. But anyways, I took up enough time. This video's got long. one more look at these blunts just because. Probably the most Kentucky blunts that you'll see, scrapers, whatever you want to call them, in one frame. I mean, there's about 100 in there, 75 to 100. And I'll back out and get a little better view of it all that I can. And again, I just want to say thanks to everybody for watching. I got a lot of stuff coming in the future. Good Lord's willing. I really do appreciate everybody that's subscribed. And I'll try to keep the content coming and keep tuned in, and you'll get to see some more digging and our nonsense. Well, that's what we call it anyway, but we love it. We say, me and my brother and the old boys we hang with, Emerald and Monk, I know them's crazy names, but they're crazy boys, so. But we always say we're saving history one stone at a time. Till next time.